morning, friends. Welcome to another vlog, but it's a birthday vlog because I'm turning 24 tomorrow. Woot woot. At what point do I officially am no longer considered a young mom? Because I consider myself a young mom, but I feel like after the age of 25, 27, you're no longer a young mom. I don't know. That's just my view. Once I hit 25, I'm no longer a young mom. What do you think? We had a really amazing night. He went and played pickleball with Dad, and Lucy and I went to my girls' small group, which was nice because I haven't been in 7 weeks. So that was really nice. Today is just a normal average day in the life, but tomorrow, well, it's a normal average day in the life even on my birthday. But we're going on a date night, and it's Saturday. I'm so excited for Saturday. I'm doing kind of a solo date with myself because that's my birthday present. Some time by myself without my kids. I am planning on going to, what's the bookstore called? I'm going to a bookstore, Half Price Books. I'm going to Half Price Books, Target, and potentially Old Navy. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how much time I have, and yeah, but that is the plan for the birthday weekend. Just some updates on myself though. I have been taking it a little too hard since hitting 6 weeks postpartum. So I'm ooh, we need to take it a little bit slower. Cause I was doing walking. I've been walking all throughout the last 6 weeks. But then I started incorporating some strength in there, very, very low, minimal strength, 5 pounds body weight type stuff. And then my body's no, do not do that. So I think I need to go back in time, not go back in time, but reverse things a little bit, focus on core, pelvic floor, and continue to do walking, because I think I'm just doing too much cardio, too much strength all at once in the last week. So yeah, that's not fun to know that you have kind of reversed, you've gone back in time. I want to be moving forward, healing, not, oh, you're going back in time. I've made this recipe a few times now, and so I want to share it with you guys. This is not my own recipe. This is one that I found from Pinterest, but these are lemon poppy seed cookies. And every time spring rolls around, I always want to make lemon, raspberry, or strawberry flavored everything. You're going to start by zesting 1 large lemon or 2 small/medium lemons. Make sure you get as much zest as possible. I am a big lemon fan, and so I like all the flavor as much as possible.
Once you've zested them, cut them in half and squeeze all the juice into a bowl and set that aside for later. And then you're going to take the zest and put it in your mixing bowl along with 3/4 cup of sugar. Then you're going to want to mix the sugar and the lemon zest together. I did not do this very well, but you're wanting it to be like a moist sand consistency, and then you're going to add in 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 1 stick of softened unsalted butter. Once that's mixed together, you're going to add in 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice that you just squeezed. Mix that all together and then add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then you're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and mix that together. Preheat your oven to 350, and then you're going to make 12 balls, and then I press them onto the pan so they're more of a flatter cookie versus round. Once they're all done, you're going to place them in the oven for 10 minutes, take them out of the oven, let them sit on the pan for about 15 minutes, and then transfer them to a wire rack. Now this next part is optional, but I like to create a lemon icing. So I'll do a cup of powdered sugar with a tablespoon of lemon juice and a tablespoon of milk and mix that together so it's not super heavily lemony. You can just do milk or you can just do lemon, it's up to you. Or you can do without icing and just let them be a normal lemon cookie. But I love the icing, I think it adds more tang to the cookie. So I'm not headed to shopping yet. I have a baby shower that I'm gonna pop into for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back here, feed Lucy, and then we're gonna get her coffee and go. Tell me why I'm so excited to go shopping on my own by myself. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just so excited. So it turned really rainy on my drive, but I have a Black Forest latte and I'm going to book it inside of this place. I literally just blasted my Twilight playlist while in the rain, so we love that. Just went shopping. I didn't film as much because there's actually a lot of people in the stores and out and about and stuff.
And also I was like in a rush to get home to feed her. So I got home just a little bit ago, fed her. I have a raging headache, but it's my own fault because all I've had today is 2 cups of coffee and 1 cup of water and hardly anything to eat. So we're gonna fix that. I'm either gonna make myself a sandwich or a burrito. I haven't decided yet. But I want to show you guys everything that I got. I went to Target, Half Price Books, Barnes & Noble, and Old Navy. I haven't shopped at Old Navy in like forever, but I had a gift card there, and yeah. So the first thing I got, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to try this since I saw an influencer that I follow try this. And then I picked up a whole bunch of books. They are all, well, 3 of them are strictly romance, and then 1 of them is like, I believe it's fantasy and romance. So I picked up The Night and the Moth. I am excited. It's like a gothic romantasy, which I've been kind of looking for. I have been obsessed with, I haven't seen it yet, but I've been obsessed with the Dracula love tale. And then also there's another book that's kind of like a gothic love story that I read this past year. So I've been kind of looking for another book like that, and I've heard this is really good. A lot of people recommend it. So I'm really excited to read it. And it's hardcover and it's gorgeous. The next 2 books are Ashley Poston books. Love Ashley Poston. Shoot, what's the book called? The 7-Year Slip. I devoured that book. It's like my favorite book. I'm gonna reread it this summer. So I grabbed Sounds Like Love from Half Price Books, and then The Dead Romantics, which I love her books because they're romance, but there's like a not like a fantasy, but like just a little bit of magic in them. Then Me Before You, which is a really, really sad book, I know, but I used to be obsessed with the movie and I never read the book, and so I decided to pick this one up. But basically it's about a woman who falls in love with a guy that she's like taking care of, because he is, I believe he's paralyzed from a motorcycle accident, and then they end up falling in love. But yeah, it's very interesting. So those are the books that I got. And then clothes. To be honest, I struggled a little bit with the clothes because it's hard to find things that are mom friendly, breastfeeding friendly, and postpartum friendly. I have 2 of these tank tops already. I have a beautiful bright blue and then a butter yellow, because that's like the theme. The trend this year is butter yellow and baby blue. So I picked up this color. I really gravitate towards like greens, greens, browns, because my eye color is hazel, and so green brings out my eye color. So I grabbed that, and then I grabbed 2 plain like t-shirts. One is just like a white one, and then a black one to replace. They're here to replace my ones I bought off of Amazon a few years ago that are like, they're not good anymore. And then I got a pair of jean shorts, which I told myself I wasn't going to do that because I'm like actively trying to lose weight. But I decided to grab these. They're like baggy shorts. They're high-waisted. They're a little bit tight, but I know that I'm gonna lose weight this summer, so it'll loosen up as the weeks progress. And I really like the fit of them. They're kind of like a little bit vintage, a little 90s-ish. And I love the color. Like, this is like my favorite color of jean, a dark jean. I am not a light wash. I love my dark wash jeans. They just look classy to me, and I really like that. So that's everything I picked up at the store. Okay, so it is a little bit later. We went to church, came back home. I fed Lucy, we had lunch, and we watched the movie Tangled together. And I wanted, while they're both napping, I wanted to take the time and share with you guys what I am like teaching Gentry. Like I said, he is not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 next month, and that is when I'm really going to start working on things with him. For the first 3 years though, like of a kid's life, they learn a lot through playing. These are the books that we have. In terms of what I'm teaching my son, I purchased these books a while ago at our thrift store. The My First, so like My First Words, which this is a little outdated if I'm being honest with you, because there's like radio, this type of phone, like this type of stuff in here, but he gets the gist of it. So we'll walk through these sometimes, his numbers, go through his numbers, and then ABC. And yeah, so I have Our God, so it walks through shapes of things, and then it relates them to like scripture and stuff. We have the Beginner's Bible. He loves this, if you can't tell. So we'll sit and read stories from this Bible to him. I'm waiting to get him a legit Bible till he can have better self-control in not ripping out the pages. So we have that. We Believe, which does like the alphabet, and then it talks about like, okay, what do we believe as Christians? What do we believe as a church? We have Let There Be Light, so it talks about opposites, which is important for kids to know. So like day and night. I love the illustrations of this. And then it has like a Bible verse, so like empty and full, large and small. This is a new one. This is the Gospel. He just got this for Easter. It's by Devin Provencher, and it walks through the Gospel. What is the Gospel? Why do we need Jesus? For little minds. So that's a good book. Psalms of Praise. He loves this one, actually. This is a movement primer. So essentially what it is it walks through different psalms, and then you have like a action step. So like this one is walking. His favorite one is, which one is it?
this one. Clap your hands, all peoples. Shout to God with loud songs of joy. And that says clap, and he loves to clap his hands. So this one pairs like a psalm with like an action or something like that. So those are some of the like Christian books. He, like, if I'm being honest, he doesn't really sit down to listen half the time. Sometimes I'm reading these while he's playing or while he's doing other things. I don't make him sit down in a chair and listen to me read, because, I mean, I was not a kid who was able to do that. I needed to like color or listen to music while I did something else. And so I don't expect him to like sit still and sit down and listen to this, because that's just not who he is. So I'd love to expand upon it. My dream is to have like a seasonal rotation of spring, fall, summer, winter books that I like rotate through every season. I have a fair share of winter and fall books, so I've put those away, but I don't have a lot of like spring and summer. And then I would love to have books based on where we're at in the Christian calendar and kind of go through those as well. And then again, like, I also don't have a like consistent like devotional time with him, where I'm like reading the Bible to him every morning, or I'm like sitting down and doing that. I think that's gonna be like something that starts happening this year, versus like at a year old. So, okay, so this is our bookshelf that we have here, and my mom actually gave this to me. It is a wooden puzzle board where he'll place the numbers in the slots, and he likes to do this. He's actually really good at matching them. Does he know what they mean? Not necessarily. He probably just matches them based on like colors and stuff, but he does that. And then this I actually found at Hobby Lobby. They are magnetic cars, and you drive them essentially to the letter that they match. Now it's a little too old for him at this point, but he loves driving the cars around with a little magnet, and he finds that to be a whole lot of fun. And yeah, I do have other things that my mom gave us. My mom is actually she grew up teaching 5th grade and kindergarten, and so she gave me a few tools that I can use to help teach my son how to read and write, recognize uppercase and lowercase letters. I haven't gotten that out yet because it's still a little too early for him to start doing that stuff and really understand it, but we do work through the alphabet almost every single day and just like walk through it, sing it, all that stuff. So